Welcome back, Wing fans. Today we're going to continue on doing our side dishes for wings.
Indeed.
And what have we got today, Adam?
Today we're going to do some grilled pineapple. It's going to be sweet, it's going to be sticky, it's going to be a little spice, it's going to be a little bit alcoholic perhaps, and it's going to be delicious.
What you're going to need today is, of course, a pineapple. We've got a little tiny one here. The ingredients will change a little bit depending on the size of your pineapple, so make sure you do...
The size of your pineapple?
Yeah, size of your pineapple. Small pineapple, any size you get is fine. Obviously, the riper the better. They really come out nice and sweet. Great season for pineapples. We're going to put a little bit of brown sugar in there, so make sure you've got half a cup to a cup, again, depending on the size of your pineapple. Always check your cupboard to make sure you've got enough in the ingredients pantry there to keep going. We're going to use Bundy rum. It is a dark rum, as you can see. You can also use a spiced rum. Sometimes the spiced rum makes it that little bit better.
Now, Bundy rum, for those of our international viewers, is the best rum in the world.
That's right, we're from Queensland. Queensland's drink Bundy rum. Now, we're also going to put a bit of cinnamon in there, and that just adds that little bit of sweetness there.
Now, when you said chili, we only want a little bit, hey?
We want the tiniest little bit on there, so it is just a little bit of an extra flavour we're going to add to ours. If you don't want it, you can throw it out, especially for kids. So first thing of all, we want to slice our pineapple up. So we just want this basically cut away there, and we're just going to take the edges off each bit. Now, some people are very particular in how they do their pineapple. I don't mind too much having a few eyes left on there, but clean it up as best as you like. How do you like it, Adam?
Rough, my friend. No, it's as long as at the end of the day you're on the grill, right? You can be as pretty as you like, but at the end of the day, as long as the thing tastes amazing, happy days, right?
That's right. Now we want to go about normal slices there, so we're looking at about 1 centimetre or just under half an inch.
Perfect.
Now into a big bowl, we are going to throw in pretty much our whole pineapple. If you want to do a smaller version, obviously just take that to a half. All right, now once we've got that all sort of going, we go into the next ingredients. So we are going to go for a splash of rum.
Just a splash.
And we're going to put that into a separate bowl to start with, just because what's really important here is that sugar dissolves as much as possible. We're also going to grab in about an equal amount of brown sugar. Now, the brown sugar does caramelize on the barbecue, so it's great to sort of make something that's nice and sweet, just those flavors stand out that little bit more.
And this is what's really going to make it nice and sticky for us too, right?
It is, yep. So I think that's plenty there. I'm going to give that a bit of it.
It's already starting to dissolve a little bit in there.
Yep. And of course, the cinnamon, we're going to add in about a teaspoon. If you really love cinnamon, go that little bit more.
Oh, I can smell that rum. So a bit of a stir.
So while we're giving that a stir, what we're going to do is when we put this with the pineapple, we're going to marinate that overnight. Now, if possible, give it a bit of a stir around, because sometimes you will notice that the cinnamon does drop to the bottom there. And all right, so that's pretty much as good as we're going to get it for now. And we're just going to cover our pineapple there. And we want to give it a nice good stir there as well. If you've got a flat tray, that could work as well, just to make sure it's all nicely covered and even and soaks up that rum. So now we've given that a bit of a mix. What we're going to do is we're going to put in a bit of a longer sort of bowl here.
Flat bowl there.
So you can use a Tupperware or whatever might be there. And the reason for that is we want to soak in as much of this alcohol on there as possible, and that might be why it's important there to give it a bit of a stir around after marinating it. All right, so we've let that soak for about 24 hours. We have turned it a couple of times. As you can see, the cinnamon is on the top. As we mentioned, we're just going to put a few drops of sriracha on. Now, the idea here is we don't want much at all, so that will probably burn off a little bit. And the reason is, gives it just a bit of a tang there, but without really taking away from that sweetness. So we'll just sort of give it a quick stir there.
How good does that look?
And then we're just going to throw it straight onto the barbecue. It is smoking away. We've got a couple of wings there as well.
The smell of that is actually amazing. Like it smells.
Now,
Smell the rum, but it sort of smells sweet there. Obviously with the pineapple as well.
that's right. Now this isn't going to take much time at all. As you can see there, the wings are pretty much ready to go as well. So we're just going to
Smell that. That smells so good.
get enough to warm up that
You can smell the
pineapple.
cinnamon.
Perfect, and I think that will do us there.
Beautiful.
Now with your pineapple, you just want to lift it up lightly there and check out what it's like. Once you
beautiful.
get some beautiful lines like that, just give it a flip.
That's spot on, I think. The smell is just awesome coming. It smells like, you can smell the cinnamon, definitely still smell a little bit of the rum.
The rum really adds to that sweetness.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the sugar's great, but the sugar in the rum helps. Oh, a couple there that might need a little bit longer, but that's all right. We'll give it a flip. The main thing is just to warm it through and to get those sugars crystallising a little bit, caramelising.
That is smelling delicious. Let's check on in another 5 or 10 minutes.
Excellent. Now we've done both sides there. We're getting some fantastic char on, but we don't want to dry this out too much. So what we're going to do is we're going to start plating that up right now.
That is looking so good.
They are. That's the great thing about grilling on the barbecue. You get those beautiful lines on there. It really helps indicate when it's cooked. Now we've sauced up a couple of wings here. We're just going to go for the buffalo and just put those on there. Perfect side dish for those beautiful wings.
That looks so good. And I guess with this as well, you're going to get some of the real sweetness coming out with some of, so probably a really good summer side, I reckon, this one.
Perfect summer side.
Looks delicious.